Hey everyone, before we jump into today's chapter, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss a new audiofic. Your support really helps keep these stories coming. Now, let's dive in. Music drifted softly through the speakers in the large hall where the wedding reception was taking place. Gentle tunes filled the air, perfectly suited for the first dance between husband and wife. Naruto, one of the heroes of the Fourth Shinobi War, watched with bright blue eyes and a small smile as his very first and only crush stepped onto the dance floor. She wore a bright blue kimono with matching accessories, radiant in the glow of celebration. It was his best friend's wedding. The groom was once considered a traitor to Konoha, an A-rank international criminal, scarred by a similar kind of loss and loneliness Naruto had endured. Yet, Naruto had never given up on him, no matter the cost. That man was now another hero of the war, redeemed and free after a year in prison, his return marked by a nearly 2-year-long journey of self-discovery. That man was Sasuke Uchiha, and Naruto had never seen him smile with such warmth as he did now, holding Sakura in his arms as they danced. Naruto remembered the day, 6 months earlier, when Sasuke returned to Konoha and waited for him outside his apartment. Sasuke's words were still fresh in his mind. "I'm going to ask Sakura for her hand." Naruto had looked like a fish out of water, mouth hanging open, eyes wide with shock. Sasuke, by contrast, appeared calm, though Naruto had noticed the tension in his shoulders. "I know you've had a crush on her since before the academy," Sasuke continued, his dark eyes steady, his Rinnegan hidden behind his black hair. "I thought you should be the first to know. You're my best friend after all." Naruto had closed his eyes, taken a deep breath, and formed a genuine smile despite the emptiness forming in his chest. Sakura was just a crush, he reminded himself. Someone I care deeply about, yes, but still, a crush. So instead of wallowing, he teased, "Come on, you don't have to do that. All you have to tell her is..." Naruto dropped into a hilariously bad impression of Sasuke. "Let's get married." Sasuke muttered that he didn't sound like that, the corner of his mouth twitching upward. Sasuke then said, "She'll prefer the gesture, dope." "Deme," Naruto growled, narrowing his eyes though his developing grin gave him away. Sasuke returned a smile, and Naruto's tone softened. "I care about Sakura-chan, Sasuke. She doesn't have any brothers or sisters. So, if you hurt her feelings even once, I'll beat you to a pulp, Datebayo." "I know," Sasuke replied simply. Naruto had stepped closer then, bandaged hand extended. Sasuke met it with his own, and they shook. And now here we are, Naruto thought, watching the reception unfold. Their old friends filled the hall. Jonin, Chunin, the remnants of the Konoha rookies. Kakashi, the current Hokage, danced with Shizune. Tsunade, cheeks flushed with drink, sat slumped at her table with sake in hand. Sakura's parents joined the dance floor, as did many others, including some foreign dignitaries. Naruto chuckled softly, shaking his head at Tsunade's drunken state. But when he looked back at his own drink, the smile slipped away. He was happy for Sasuke and Sakura, happy that everyone else was celebrating. Yet inside, there was still a hollow ache he couldn't name. Happiness, for him, always faded too quickly, and when it did, the emptiness always returned. "This could have been us," a soft female voice whispered. Naruto froze, eyes widening. Slowly he turned to see a dark-haired, pale-eyed beauty in a blue off-shoulder dress sitting beside him. Hinata. Naruto's heart lurched. Impossible. Hinata smiled, cheeks tinted pink as she leaned closer. Hinata?" Naruto whispered, snapping his gaze toward the dance floor. But no one noticed. No one looked his way. His teammates were lost in the music and laughter. Even Tsunade, head now slumped on her table, was too drunk to register anything. Tsunade-sama can't hold her drinks. Hinata chuckled softly, her white eyes fixed on Naruto. He couldn't move. His voice shook. You can't be here. You're... I'm here because you needed me, Naruto-kun, she said without a stutter. Her smile was sad as she looked from the dancers back to him. I wish things had gone differently. I told you how I felt, and... Memories flooded Naruto. Hinata's confession during the battle with pain, her courage, her love, and then that day against the Ten Tails. Hinata! He had screamed as 3 jagged spikes pierced her chest while she shielded him and Neji. He had cradled her broken body as blood poured from her mouth, her wounds, her head resting on his shoulder. Her whisper, unintelligible, faint, had been her last. And it was too late to do anything, Naruto muttered, eyes shutting tight against the memory. I had to move on, Hinata whispered gently now. That's a funny way of saying you died, Naruto said bitterly, grabbing his glass and downing it in one gulp. Hinata only smiled. You feel alone. Naruto's hand clenched around the empty glass. Times like this, I do, he admitted quietly, eyes flicking to Sakura and Sasuke on the dance floor. I wonder if I'll feel like this when the others marry too. I'm sorry, Naruto-kun. Hinata's hand slipped onto his bandaged one, warm and real. Naruto's eyes widened. He could feel her touch. How? His voice cracked. Why can I feel you? Because we always feel the souls of those we love, she whispered, tears shimmering in her eyes, even when they've left this world. Naruto's throat tightened. His heart ached with words left unsaid. I love you, Hinata whispered, leaning closer. I love you too, Naruto breathed, leaning in until their lips nearly touched. But then, hey kid, a gruff voice rang in his ears, sharp and familiar. Naruto, what are you? Our chakra, get away from it. Naruto tried to ignore it, focused only on Hinata's lips. Their kiss was soft at first, then deepened. She whispered, I love you, between kisses along his jaw and neck, before biting down hard. Pain seared through him. His chest exploded in agony as something seemed to have pierced his heart. He gasped, collapsing. The last thing he saw was Tsunade's broken haze breaking, her head raised off her table, and her eyes widened in horror in his direction. I'm hungry. Hinata's voice, warped and dark, echoed in his mind. So very hungry. Then darkness swallowed him whole. Hungry. Naruto groaned as small hands shook him. His eyes opened slowly to see 2 pairs of bright blue eyes staring back. See? I told you shaking the old man would work, Boruto said, frowning as he looked from his little sister back to Naruto. You promised Himawari pancakes before doing your stupid Hokage stuff. Don't you dare send a clone. Naruto sat up, his heart aching. He resents me. Can't be helped, I'm the Hokage. But I wish I had more time for him. We'll be downstairs, Boruto said, tugging his sister toward the door. Before leaving, he looked back over his shoulder. Don't disappoint her. Naruto gave Himawari a grin and a thumbs up. I'll even make monkey-shaped ones that tebayo. Himawari clapped excitedly as Boruto led her out. Naruto sighed and turned to the woman lying beside him, his wife, the mother of his children. He misses you, Naruto, Hinata said softly, opening her eyes to meet his. But we all understand why you're so busy. Wish I was home sooner, though, Naruto murmured. He kissed her, then pulled back with a smile. I better get started on breakfast. Hinata smiled. I've got training with Hanabi later, and lunch with Kushina-san. And oh, your dad's coming back from Suna tonight. Then dinner with the whole family, Naruto grinned. I'll even pawn some paperwork off on Shikamaru. Maybe I'll have time to train Boruto. But not Himawari, Hinata reminded gently. Let her enjoy childhood. We are at peace now. As we agreed, Debayo, Naruto called, dashing off to the bathroom. Hinata remained alone in the room. Slowly she sat up, her expression shifting into something darker. Her pale eyes turned jet black as she stared out the window toward the Hokage monument. I have been hungry for so long, she whispered, licking her lips. His life force is so delicious. So very delicious. To be continued.